Hey, what's going on, ComicWow.com? It's Comics on TV, episode 4, part 2. We're going to talk about S.H.I.E.L.D., we're going to talk about The Flash, and we're going to be talking about Arrow this week. I'm Mike.
And it's Kevin. Hi, everybody. You know me as Jump Street at the shows.
The shows.
Shows.
Faux shows.
Shows.
First, we're going to start off with Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. In this week's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Coulson tightening the reins.
Coulson's like being a raging badass about everything in terms of just being a hard ass to everyone, especially to Sky, because, I mean, look how he treats aliens and stuff. I can't wait to see what this map he's drawing is and see what the repercussions are from that. The little side story with Sky and Ward going on, finally some traction for Ward. He gets a little action. We get to see some things happen. They introduced his brother this week. Christian Ward.
Yeah, from White Collar.
Yeah, who looks like he might be a little bit evil there somehow. But Coulson has tried to manipulate.
But you don't know.
Him.
That's the great manipulator of the Ward family. Who's a bigger liar out of the Wards?
I don't know.
It's a Ward off.
Yeah, I think in terms of liars, I think it's probably going to be Christian because he's in politics.
I don't know.
Agent Ward's just some cheap mercenary assassin.
Just, man, that guy. He grew a beard and got that much more evil.
I'm just saying. I think it's the
politician. And I hate the fact that he's starting to find like weak spots in Sky, and Sky's starting to do things she should not be doing. It's just getting bad, you know. And we'll even segue to other things that are bad. Say, you know, what is it? Fitz, Simmons.
Oh, right. I like how Fitz finally gave it to her. It's about time, dude. You tell her where you're at and who you are. She was there when it happened. She ought to know. She knows you're not the same person, but she also didn't leave you. She got sent away on a mission and can't tell you about it. So interested to see how that all pans out.
And even how Mac is like the third player in this, where
right.
Mac's kind of like, this is how I know him. I didn't know him like you knew him. And then, of course, Simmons decides to say, well, I left. Part of the reason she said she left was because he was getting worse with her there.
Well, he's not getting any better with her there now either.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. I'm interested to see whether or not he kind of cuts her out to the side and they put her on more missions, or if she finally comes back and is really a member of the team with him, because their dynamic in the first few seasons was actually really cool. And I liked how they played off each other and everything, and with that not being there, I don't think it takes away from the show, but it certainly is an element that you notice is missing. Yeah. But I like the dramatic tension, I guess, of having it the way it is now. See how it develops. One of them's probably going to die. So
there was an experimental weapon, Mockingbird and her ex-husband, and May decided to go after it. May was kind of a bit player this week, more of looking at them going, seriously guys, you're going to bicker the whole freaking mission.
She already had her all-star comedy hour episode.
Yeah.
She's done for the season. She'll just be May the hard ass from now on, fighting, kicking ass, taking names, and letting that be that.
So I'm looking forward to actually, next week, especially seeing that.
No, not next week. Next week is that Marvel 75-year anniversary show.
I'm looking forward to that.
Well,
that's gonna be awesome.
Are we reviewing that?
Oh, sure.
Okay, so apparently we're reviewing that. Well, you got to wait 2 weeks.
I mean,
we
got to talk about the fact that if anybody tuned in to this week's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you got that special, awesome pulling of Thor's hammer scene.
Yes, totally funny. It just means you're not worthy. Perfect. How awesome is that? And when the one
cat
went to pick it up and Thor thought it moved, you see him do the double take.
Like, oh,
perfect.
what?
Like,
no, Cat,
awesome.
Yeah, Cat can't do it. But I mean, casting for Ultron, getting God, why is his name escaping me right now?
James Spader.
James
is the voice
Spader
of
is just so creepy. There ain't no strings on him.
No, there's not.
There's not.
No, and he's. I mean. On a sidebar, The Blacklist is a great show. He's excellent in it. To make him Ultron, he's got just the right amount of menace in his voice, but also does the dry comedy very well. If you notice on Boston Legal, some of his drier comedy there, I think it's a perfect fit for the voice of Ultron. Although I don't know why. Maybe there would be any comedy, but if there is, he's going to nail it.
And I really think the pace that S.H.I.E.L.D. is on right now, I mean, I was worried last season if it would keep up with the cinematic universe.
I was worried last episode.
And but now it seems like, they're on a good path. I mean, they're starting to get a lot better, and I think they're going to start making into be able to cross over with these movies like they wanted to.
Well, I
like
think that's part of the setup
Yeah.
of what they're doing now too, is to lead into what's going to be happening in the Avengers movie as well. And I don't feel like we have that strong pushed tie-in that we did with the Thor movie, where it kind of felt all cobbled together.
Yeah.
This is more well thought out. They're drawing it out. It's being done, I think, more in a proper manner to integrate the show into the other Marvel movie properties and things that are happening.
And
so
I mean,
it's good.
and not to be overshadowed by the Avengers trailer, there was also another trailer during the viewing of S.H.I.E.L.D. this week, and it was Agent Carter. It showed a little bit of Agent Carter finally.
Yeah, which, to be quite honest, I'm not overly interested in, but
I love it.
But because of the little thing that they did there in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with the flashback stuff, looks like they have a good cast for who's going to end up being on the squad for,
Definitely. They kept the same people from the other movies. They got Dum Dum Dugan, and they got Dominic Cooper back as, Howard Stark. I mean, it's going to be pretty cool. And it's only 8 episodes, so it's going to fill in that little gap in between. So there's no real gap of Marvel TV.
Right.
There's no break. It's just going to continuously go on, which is great.
That's good.
So now we're going to shift our focus to the DC television universe and start off with my favorite right now, The Flash. The Flash is nothing but amazing. You got Felicity coming in this week.
Yeah, you know what?
Piecing it together.
I actually was very happy about her entrance onto the show this week. Smoking. They made her look really good too.
I liked her entrance in the trivia night.
Yes,
trivia
perfect.
Night. They don't play around trivia night. I've never seen a trivia night have that much hype in my life. It was the best trivia night I ever saw. People are getting all happy because they just got a coffee, and they're just excited. There's media screens all over the place. They got a host with a wireless mic walking around. They take their trivia very serious.
Well, also, I think it's TV, and you can take it with a grain of salt. I don't ever remember it being that way. But at the same time, smoking hot entrance, the chemistry between her and the Flash is obvious. And like I alluded to last week, prognosticator, I told you, is probably going to get all worked out on this episode of The Flash. Is there anyone? No.
Well, it got worked out, and then they unworked it out at the end. I'm like, come on.
Not really. It's not really unworked out. Not completely.
Whatever.
Well, I'm just saying.
Captain Cold.
Wentworth Miller. A stellar performance as Leonard Snart.
Perfect casting.
Yeah.
They gave him the goggles. They gave him the hoodie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They gave him the gun thanks to Vibe.
Yeah, way to go, Cisco. Way to make a weapon. Oh, well, I made it to stop the blur. Oh, Shades of Smallville, anyone? Anyway, I didn't know it was you. Hey, guess what, Cisco? Way to go, because now we've got Captain Cold, who's probably going to go ahead and assemble the Flash's rogues gallery out of some heroes, or rather villains, that we've already seen and that they've alluded to, especially at the end of the episode, which we'll get to. And then also some others that still have yet to come up, but I see this being a great thing for the season. I'm very excited.
I looked at it as a setup episode with a great villain in it, and it's a closure for other things that happen in Arrow. That's why I love the episode so much.
Right.
And I know you have your points, that you still want,
No. I mean, in terms of villains that they've alluded to, that Killer Cold is probably going to be in there. Heroes they've alluded to, Firestorm, obviously Vibe's there. There's other people that are coming into the Flash universe that I can't wait to see them cross over into the Arrow universe, if at all possible, because I feel like that show needs an infusion of some more hero cameo type things, or something that'll kind of get you fired up for more than just Malcolm Merlyn. But as far as the Flash goes, great performance is Dr. Wells from Tom Cavanaugh.
Yeah. Tom Cavanaugh's killing it.
And the reason why he's so angry about why would you do something to stop the Flash, because he still needs to tap into that Flash power, right?
He shuddered that kid to the core. With the death stare of he looked at him. Are you
sure he's not the real Captain Cold?
Because he just looked at him, and Vibe was like, Vibe.
Yeah, sad. But that was a great scene. I liked it because it was just so badass that he was like, and you don't do this, what's wrong with you? And just put him in his place.
Yeah.
And it was great. And them coming back with the vacuum cleaner at the end, sorry, spoiler, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
I couldn't have shot him anyway. Oh, but we're a team now. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's all happy.
Yeah.
Yay! So there's that. Can we move on to Arrow?
Yes, we can. Also on the CW, premiered last night. Arrow.
Yes, Arrow. Okay. Jumping off the Flash episode into Felicity's interest into Arrow much later in the episode. What'd I miss? Gee, I don't know, Miss. It's a long story to Ray Palmer, who has no idea.
But I like how
there was no Ray Palmer.
I like how she started on the Flash and ended on Arrow. It was kind of like it added to the synergy that you were talking about, like timeline wise.
Right, but we see
the
that those
timeline's
things
now
are
complete.
syncing up.
Yeah, they're syncing
it's
up.
good.
Yeah,
I like that too because I thought we were going to have to wait an additional episode and we'd be a little bit behind. Apparently, somebody watches this that knows what we're talking about and got it. And again, prognostication, look it up.
Yeah, Malcolm Merlin's back. Everybody wants to kill him, but they don't.
No, he's evil and yet strangely entertaining for a murderer.
But like everybody's like, dude, we gotta kill him. We gotta kill him. Even Laurel's like convincing 2 different people that they need to commit homicide.
Yeah, brand new badass Laurel Lance. I like it. I like it a lot. Now that she's training and doing stuff, and her heart's really in it. Not that it wasn't because she was angry, but she's focusing the rage, which is more what Roy Harper needs to do.
And they sold it to me. Like when she's punching the bag at the end, I was like, wait a minute. She looks like a different person. She's standing taller. She looks like she could.
She still had remnants of her ground meat face from last week, but at the same time, she's also really going for it. And the fact that she's become such a hard ass about things really makes me happy because that means that they're going to speed up the timeline, I hope, of her training and taking over the Black Canary mantle in honor of her sister, which it seems to be going that way. Again, prognostication. Look it up.
Nessa Al Ghul.
Oh yeah.
She seems to be good with Laurel's transformation too. But,
but she loves Sarah Lance.
She does.
Yeah,
she loves her
more than Roy loves Thea.
Where's the backstory with that? We keep getting these flashbacks of Ollie, doing things, assassinations.
It's not Gotham. There's not going to be any girl kissing flashbacks.
Just saying, there's a big possibility if it could have happened, but now she's dead. Well, I heard she's going to be in flashbacks later.
It's all good.
So they
do a lot of flashbacks.
We got Nessa, Al Ghul.
Yeah.
She's coming into town.
Right.
She's telling Ollie how things are going to go, and Ollie's like,
yeah, this is my town.
This is my town.
Oh wait, Malcolm Merlin telling him flat out, this is my city long before you. Yeah, whatever, dude, you're gone. You might as well be dead because someone's going to kill you. And if they don't, I'm sorry, the magician cannot escape every time. All right.
It seems like he can.
Arrow.
I mean, they had him dead to rights, and he talked his way out of it. He had no proof that he wasn't the person. He was like, Ollie just goes, I believed him.
Yeah, he's almost out of tricks though. Because here's the deal: once it all comes down, and the earth-shattering lie of Thea knowing that Ollie is Arrow, and him finding out that she's lying about everything and not seeing Malcolm Merlin and all this other stuff, when that all crashes to the ground, I have a good thought or feeling that hopefully Roy will just kill Thea.
Roy.
Yeah.
Roy just standing around.
Focus your rage, Roy.
Focus your rage. Now he's all zen, I got
sad puppy dog. Oh,
yeah.
Thea. I'm so sorry. Forget it, dude.
Whatever you need, Thea, even though we're not hooking up anymore, I want to be here to be your friend. He friend zoned himself.
Snap the neck.
What happened to you, Roy?
It's all right. Oliver needs to stop believing Thea. Needs to stop with this whole, oh, mom's gone, family. I mean, I get that it's the heart and core of the show. Wonderful. I understand that. But at some point, I want to see all these lies come out through the wash, and I want to see some real action and some devastating fighting going on because of it. Now that Thea can hold her own, I'm hoping that the end battle for the season is going to be Thea versus Laurel Lance, and that Roy is accidentally going to kill Thea. That's what I hope.
My biggest qualm with this particular episode was the fact that Ollie decided to just go right ahead and say, yeah, Nessa, Thea, my sister, is Malcolm's daughter. By the way, that gives you a really good bargaining chip later in the episode to pretty much draw him out. He sold out his sister.
Yeah.
Instantaneously. Didn't even hesitate and go, I don't know.
It doesn't help.
It's new honest Ollie.
Yeah, but it doesn't help that Nissa's dad is the one that probably killed Sarah Lance.
Dad.
Yeah, and when she goes back and he says that stuff and he comes and he looks at her, she knows immediately.
What I liked is that he just came right out of a bath.
Yeah. Oh, the Lazarus pit. Hello.
Right out of a bath and said, okay, yeah, she's dead. She wasn't part of us.
Yeah, she was never part of us.
But you finally got to see...
She said that about Malcolm Merlin, actually.
Yeah, you got
that he was never part of them.
Both of them.
Yeah, well, good enough.
So we got Ra's al Ghul. on Arrow, or some people call him Raish. As in,
Sure.
they call him on Arrow. Raish.
Whatever. I don't know.
I call him Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson. Right here.
Yeah, but it's not. Well, all right.
You don't mess with him or his daughter.
I
He has a
understand.
special set of skills.
Yeah, a special set of skills. Oh, very nice. Nice.
Well, I don't know about this
Very
new
nice.
guy.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. Anyway, this has been Comics on TV. As always, you guys can find us all over the place. And please leave comments for us down below this video. Let us know what you think. Let us know if we suck or not.
Yep. Like us on Facebook.
or just love us.
Yeah.
In general.
Just love
Yeah.
us in general.
Okay.
Just, like us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter.
At The Real ComicWow.
Yeah, you can do that. And you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, so that way you automatically get updates when Comics on TV's new episodes come out. We're doing 2 a week, every week now, so that way we're splitting them into three shows a piece. So, I'm going to have a different host on Tuesday, which is Josh. I'll miss you.
Oh, it's okay. All I don't get to talk about is Gotham, but I'm still watching. It's a great show. Keep watching it.
Yeah.
So that's good. But they have some new stuff for you with The Walking Dead and Constantine. So you guys
And maybe
will probably
one week
enjoy
you guys
that.
will just get rid of me, and it'll be you and Josh.
Maybe it all
Yeah.
depends.
It might get better that way. I don't think it will.
I don't know. Anyway, come check us out, and as always,
ComicWow.com.
there you go.
It's your network, buddy.
Yep.
It's your network, people.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it. See you later. See you on ComicWow.com.
See ya.